So, electoral assistance and parliamentary strengthening. These are two of the most important activities that the United Nations Development Programs are implementing with the contribution of several donors, mainly, most of the times, the European Union and the European Commissions, in order to contribute to the democratization and to the broader democratic governance of specific countries. So therefore, it is extremely important for UNDP and for the international community at large, not only to support electoral processes and institutions, but obviously to try to support those institutions that are the direct outcome of the electoral process, and therefore not only the casting of the vote, which is the willing of the different citizens or eligible voters, but of those persons that will deal to the very important function of supervision or oversight of what is going to be the government elected function. So more and more we are seeing an increased synergies between the different activities at UNDP level, but also at the international community level. Therefore, we are trying to build up projects that foresee crossover activities between electoral assistance and parliamentary support. Some examples: for instance, in several cases, we have tried to facilitate the support to the House or Parliament committees that are dealing with the discussion on the electoral reforms, therefore on how to organize the electoral process. And in doing so, we have tried to link up the electoral management bodies with the parliament or parliamentarians that are dealing with the electoral process per se. Now, there has been a major shift in the electoral assistance fields whenever in 2005 the European Commission, the United Nations Development Programme and the International IDEA joined up forces and then come up with a different approach in order to support electoral processes and institutions. This is the electoral cycle approach, that is a long-term approach that is trying to provide support to the process and not to only the organization of the electoral events. We are talking about an holistic approach that tries to take on board also other issues that are linked up to the democratic governance development in a specific country. And one of the most important part and the closest part is the support to elected parliamentarians and to parliament institutions. This is bringing and will bring to further synergies between the different programs at global level that are promoting electoral cycles and they are promoting parliamentary support. For instance, at UNDP level you do have the global program in support of electoral cycle and the global program in support of parliamentary strengthening, both of them managed by project management unit based in Brussels, and then they're trying to build up more and more synergies between the two different but very interconnected fields. At UNDP level we are also trying to have specific expertise and advice on what these kind of synergies could be. And little by little we are trying to develop new professional figures trying to interlink these kind of activities. So therefore we are seeing in the development of electoral assistance, parliamentary development officers sitting in Brussels and perhaps in some other places trying to implement the synergies that would have been decided at the headquarter level when it comes to electoral assistance and parliamentary development. I believe and I hope that we will see more and more synergies between electoral assistance and parliamentary development, because it is not just a specific policy that is going to be beneficial to the specific electoral management bodies and parliaments of each and single country, but also respond to what are these principles laid out in the Declaration of Paris and Accra when it comes to the effectiveness and harmonization of donors and the reduction of transaction costs for the implementation of projects. So therefore, by having more formulation mission with the Electoral Assistance Advisor and Parliamentary Assistance Advisor, we could see a steep increase of the joint activities, of the synergies between these different but very interconnected field of the democratic governance work of UNDP in countries, and also in different activities for knowledge disseminations, which has already happened for face-to-face and distance learning model.